Hello and welcome to the Ladbrokes Poker.com European Ladies Championship from right here in London. Now we've got 52 contenders playing Texas Hold'em over the course of 2 days in an attempt to try and pick up that prize title and a cheque for $30,000. The players actually arrived the night before the games began in order to sample the atmosphere and maybe try and pick up a few last-minute hints or tips.
I'd like to welcome you all here to the third Ladbrokes Poker European Ladies Championship.
Concentrate and follow the rules that my teacher teach me.
She's got no chance. All in. If in doubt, move all in.
I'd love to get Annette Oberstad on my table because I just really want to play against her. I think I've got her sussed out.
I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, sorry. But I don't know. I'm nervous too.
Because I play with women, they're tough. It's they're pretty tight actually. You know, it's going to be a while until the first few people are knocked out.
My husband actually got me into poker. He started playing online. We were thinking, what's he playing, what's he looking at, and then got into it that way, and now I love it, absolutely love it.
It's just a fantastic game. It's an intelligent game. It's a lot of fun. It's exciting. You just never know what's going to happen.
So I really have got into poker and I play a lot online and I've been on Sky's The Open, you know, their show, and I really enjoy the poker and I'm looking forward to being up against Titmuss as well.
You'd think you'd get 48 women together and there'd be a load of bitching going on, but actually that's completely wrong. Everyone's very supportive of everyone else and we just have a really good time.
I'm going to win it, I'm going to win it, I'm going to win it.
Perhaps I really win it. I love poker. Poker mad.
I tend to get overexcited and I've got to be patient. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait.
I'm going to win.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to play the game, so that would give it away, wouldn't it?
So plenty of cagey players setting out in pursuit of the title of the 2008 European Ladies Poker Champion. Our first feature table is ready for the off, so it's time to join your commentators, Roy the Boy Brindley and the voice of poker, Jessie May.
Welcome to the Ladbrokes European Ladies Championship here in the beautiful spring of central London, what has become a top and anticipated date on the poker calendar. And here with Roy the Boy Brindley. Roy, some famous faces on this tournament field tonight, especially Abby Titmuss.
Yeah, indeed. She could be the surprise package here, the pride of Lincolnshire. Lincolnshire's greatest export since the Pilgrim Fathers. She hasn't played too much poker, but she's been practicing keenly for 3 weeks in preparation for this tournament.
Tough poker field as well. Katherine Hartree on this table. She was runner-up in this tournament 2 years ago, and that was the same year she was also the top British finisher in the World Series of Poker main event.
Quite luckless she was in this tournament 2 years ago, and she really did stamp some class or authority on that form. She also got a very good cash in the Aussie Millions.
Great atmosphere that always surrounds this tournament. This year, Roy, I just feel like the quality of the poker is going to be of a very high standard. There's Karen Holland from Newcastle. She's played in this tournament before, and I believe she's limped in here to start things off.
Oh, just what the doctor ordered for Beverly Pace.
Well, Beverly is a poker player in form, Roy. She's the defending, or the current Women's World Open champion, which is, I think, the other top European ladies event on the calendar.
Oh, I have to think Karen Holland wasted a few chips there by limping in with a King 7. It was unorthodox, but that will do Beverly Pace's confidence no harm whatsoever. Great to win your first pot.
Yeah, nice start for Beverly Pace. I think the bookmakers would have made her the tournament favorite before this kicked off, and she's looking good.
Yeah, she was right up there at the top of the betting. No surprise, really. She is an exceptional poker player, a woman in a man's world, and does it very well.
I love this competition. It's a really, really nice format. It's great getting all the girls together. We all have a ball, and it's a great format. The competition's a good format.
52 ladies have sat down for this event, Roy. And it's a very tough field. You're talking about the likes of Annette Oberstad, WSOPE champion in this field. It's going to take some winning. You
Yeah,
see
absolutely.
Jaqui Meacham, the defending champion, at the back table there. She had an incredible run last year. This hand's folded around to the button and Katherine Hartree.
Call. Any raise? Checks.
And Beverly Pace playing the 10 jack.
Queen 8.
I think Beverly's going to make a move on this.
Well, not yet.
3.
Well, that card has
That's
actually hit
75.
Louise, and
Call.
That was a very quick call.
certainly is. She has to suspect that Beverly is capable of bluffing.
And that's one of the cards you need to avoid.
Bets 200. Calls.
Nice value bet there from Beverly, isn't it?
Show, please.
Oh, it's been a check and a bet and a call by Beverly, who's got lucky by rivering the jack.
Shows a pair of 3s.
Did Louise bet that on the river?
She did indeed. I don't know if she thought she was bluffing or if she thought she had the best of it, but either case scenario, Beverly got a little bit lucky there.
And Seabass, as she's known, Beverly Pace, what a fantastic start it's been for her. She said, I didn't think you would call, so I thought I'd check and let you bluff. And Beverly Pace, who's the chip leader at this table, and perhaps in the tournament, is on the button. She's got about 400 more
Raise
than her
to
starting
300
stack.
total.
And there's a raise from Abby Titmuss.
Call
Roy,
300.
nice hand.
Oh, big raise as well, Jess. 300 she's raised up, and I think she's got a caller already.
Pass.
She has indeed. Karen Hollander decided to have a look with an inferior hand.
Pass.
Yeah, aggressive stuff. And perhaps this strategy of Abby to make the big raises with the big hands is going to be perfectly weighted if the king comes.
Queen, Queen 5.
Well, ace king actually still ahead.
Better check.
Well,
Does
this
she
is
have
a big pot, Jessie.
Checks. Checks.
Continuation bet. Tough thing to find, but now with that ace, Abby will like her hand. There are 3 hearts on
now
board.
she's got to suspect she's winning, and possibly she could check to try and set a trap.
Bets 500.
First pink chip we've seen in play.
She does not look comfortable though, does she? Looks very nervous. But her hand was best. The bet did the job.
It was nearly a pot-sized bet, Roy. 500, the pink chip, and she'll take them back. Surely that's worth a smile.
Looks oh so nervous, doesn't she?
Nice to get that first one under your belt.
I think it's really interesting having a female-only tournament. I think it's great. It's certainly going to encourage women to play, you know, which is always a good thing. But I love playing in a what's predominantly a man's world. I think it's great.
First to speak, Abby Titmuss. What is she going to think of those cards, Roy?
I'm not going to speculate. Just trying to figure out what to do, what I was told to do.
300 total.
That's a big raise again. Now, if she's re-raised, she can't call, so really she shouldn't raise so much.
Call 300.
And you can see what's going through Alba Casucci's head. I like my hand, I like my cards, but
Pass. Pass.
when you're facing a raise, Roy, 10s are only half a hand, aren't they?
Yeah, well, she sees a jack,
250
queen,
to call.
king, or an ace on the flop. She's not going to like it. Oh, hello. Now, this is a re-raising
raise.
hand.
Total bets now 550. 600 total.
I think they're gonna make Cheryl make it up to the minimum raise, 600. She did announce a raise. It's a small enough raise that I think Abby is tempted to peel the flop off here, Roy.
Yeah, both girls are going to call. That raise wasn't enough. If it was a chunky kind of raise, 1,200, she may have got it past Alba. Abby's not at the races. She's got to accept this. She's got to think about what's happening. I've raised, I've been called and re-raised.
She said re-raise, Roy.
That's your 6. So you're going to make it 12 now.
Oh, this is going to get very messy.
Another pink one.
I was thinking, what the hell's going on?
Oh, if you're Alba Casucci, you think you're facing two massive pocket pairs.
Yeah, she's past her tens, just straight up past her tens.
And for Cheryl Burton, I think she's somewhere between all in and fold, Roy.
All in is the move.
Call.
Oh, now this, you know, now likelihood is we're not going to see an ace on the flop.
Well, you can see what's going through Cheryl Burton's head right now is that
6-4-8.
she's facing a big pair.
Better check.
And as it turns out, Abby Titmuss has made the best hand.
Now, but Casucci will be looking on thinking, that's the kind of flop that my tens would have liked, but...
At 600.
600 into a 2,700 pot, it's not enough.
Cheryl's led at this, but does Abby look over and does she see weakness?
I tell you, that kind of look is indicating what kind of bet's that? I'm all in. Can she do it?
Still so early in this tournament to get your chips in, but if Abby does push.
If she pushed, it would work.
Pass.
Wow.
She's laid it down, Roy. It was a great flop, but Cheryl Burton did represent that hand well.
With a small bet. Abby doesn't have to laugh or cry. Don't think she really knows what was going on around her there. And Alba Casucci passing that pair of tens. Well, she could have got the lot.
It was a strange hand, Roy. And Alba Casucci is thinking, geez, I'd love to have seen those cards.
Yeah, the first thing she's going to ask when she leaves the studios, what did they have in that hand?
Well, the gong has clocked, and tournament director Mags Matten saying the blinds are going up, Roy. These are the standings on the TV table end of the first level.
Well, Abby Titmuss sat there in 8th position. Strange to think she was leading the way, but of course she bled her chips off to Cheryl Burton, who is now, well, the chip leader. Starts with 5,000 apiece. There's 40,000 chips on the table. You can't win this until you're at the final table, so no player has anything to be concerned about at this stage.
Pass. Call.
Beverly Pace is filled with confidence right now, and perhaps this limp in with the 9-8 having a little bit to do with the adrenaline flowing through her veins, Roy. But this is the second time Hazel has tried to punish
Call 350.
a limp.
Wow.
Pass.
Wow.
Pass.
Fireworks. It's now probably cheap enough to Beverly to make up the extra and making this a three-way pot.
About 250 on Beverly. She's called. What kind of trap is this that Cheryl Burton's setting with the kings? Do you like it, Roy? She's on the button.
She could trap herself in a three-way
10,
pot. The
8,
ace is
6.
going to destroy everything,
Check.
slow the action right
Check.
down now. Really, Cheryl should see this through.
500.
She's got to find out for kings because she can't
Pass.
call.
Pass.
That's exactly what she's done, Roy. Check to her on the button, and the pink chip for 500 has taken this pot down.
You could rewind that one and say, if she'd have raised with the kings, re-raised with them, Hazel Blake with the sevens would have called, and the net result is Cheryl would have been safer because she'd been in a heads-up pot rather than a three-way pot, and she would have still had the best hand, and the outcome would have been the same, but a bigger pot.
Messy stack there of Cheryl Burton, but she's a few too many chips to stack, about 7,500, 50% above her starting stack. And, you know, Roy, I guess it's too early in this tournament for serious nerves, but the butterflies have been flitting around like when the cards got started. And now the players have just, the ladies have just kind of settled in a little bit. They're in the groove of serious poker.
Call.
Now Abby's just calling there with the button and with an ace. She really should be raising.
Call.
She'll pick this up in time when
Alright.
she gets more experience at this game.
Suited ace
Check
got
king,
Abby
jack.
into a bit of trouble before. It's a horrible flop for Titmuss, but two players with the jack.
I think Alba's got a bit of a monster here, hasn't she? She's got the jack and a club.
Check.
Yeah, the bigger club. Alba Casucci.
Well, there's 300 in the pot, Roy. How much does Alba want to bet? She wants change.
That's 400.
She's bet over the size
Pass.
of the pot.
4 into 3. Karen,
Karen will appreciate that Albert is unlikely to have an ace in this situation. She didn't raise pre-flop.
Call.
So, can she have an ace? No, probably not. And so, with the jack and a club of her own...
King. Check.
The surprising thing about Karen's call, right? Does she
600.
know what she has to hit to win, or even if she's ahead, that 10 kicker right now of Kasuchi is playing. The bet is
Karen's going to
serious.
need a card above a 10, which isn't a club, to split the pot.
Pass.
And that's too much to ask, and she gives it up. And that's good, aggressive stuff by Alba Kasuchi there.
Lady from Florence has fired the second bullet. It wasn't easy, wasn't obvious, but aggression, nice weapon for her to have.
The main worry is getting used to the other players and get through the first stage. After that, if I can do that, I'll be fine.
Impressive stuff so far. Still 5 tables in this European Ladies Championship. We've only heard that one round of applause.
Pass.
That is the telltale sign of an all-in and
Pass.
call.
Pass. Pass.
Folded
Pass.
around to the button. We've had a couple of those.
Another player there in late position with an ace, just limping in instead of raising.
No raise.
Holland on the button.
7
And
king 4.
Hartree in the big blind. Nice
Check.
flop for Katherine.
Check.
Karen's got a 4 here.
Deuce.
Couldn't find a third one to give her a set.
Best 225.
So that's sort of a trappy check on the flop in order to try and get paid down the line.
Yeah, well, Karen Holland with an ace 4. She's fishing for another ace, or an ace, or another 4.
I think Karen is not 100%
Ace.
sure if she's ahead or behind. She knows it now, doesn't
Check.
she?
2 pairs, mighty. A small bet into this pot now. Get a value bet in there, 2 or 300.
300.
Lovely size.
Perfect. Very hard for Hartree to find a fold here, Roy. How does she work this out?
300 to win a 1,300 pot. It's extremely difficult. Equity is involved in this situation. She's trying to work it out backwards. I bet on the turn there was no ace you called. So what have you got? You must have had a pair at that point. Has that ace helped you? I think she's going to make this call. I think she's got to.
I mean, Roy, Capital recognized Karen Holland as one of the more experienced players at this table. Karen's been very active, and surely she's capable of making a bluff right now.
I think my kicker's letting me down.
Just trying to talk to her a little bit, see if she can get a read off Holland.
Pass.
And that's a nice fold, Roy.
Great stuff, isn't it?
Shows 2 pairs.
Well, Katherine feels a whole lot better about things now. She knows she's made a good pass.
She's taking it well there, and good pot.
I really enjoy this tournament. I'm looking forward to it. Met up with some old friends and making some new ones as well. Obviously not at the table, but away from it. I've had a good couple of years. I'm enjoying my poker at the moment, so hopefully I can get a result here as well.
Full field of 52 started this Ladies Championship, Roy. Still about 51 remaining. Just the one exit then, and 2 6s the fold early.
Tight stuff.
Yeah, Air was Alba, saw nothing there.
Pass. Call. Pass.
Don't like these calls with these aces, Jesse.
Louise has just seemed to crank it up a notch as far as getting in and out of pots.
Call. Smashing. Any raise.
Abby, who has not taken off a flop in 2-3 rounds, Roy.
3 plus.
She's got live cards, and that's about all you can say about them.
Well, there's the 9 for the ace 9s.
Pass.
I think perhaps Abby's just...
Check.
Well, she's not very experienced.
Yeah, that was very inexperienced. She should have checked there.
500.
As it was, she just simply passed.
Yeah, she's doing fine. And she's just getting her feet sort of under her.
Now this is a situation you can argue we're going to see who the best player is. Forget those percentages, because basically the bravest will win this pot.
Same hand, and it's not too strong either way.
Check. Check.
Can Rumsey fire the second bullet here?
That's 500s.
That's good. That's good stuff. How does she know? Karen doesn't have the queen.
500 bet into a 1300 pot's not enough, but the theory was correct.
If you're Karen Holland, you think Louise is milking you. And certainly, Roy, I mean, ace-9, it could be drawing dead right now. I mean, if you're Holland, you're thinking, well, if she's got 10 jack, if she's got 2 pair, if she's even got a queen.
Well, there you go. Aggression won the day. We knew it would do.
Pass.
75, 150 blinds. Folded around to Hartree. She has started to mix it up, as has Bev Pace.
Call.
Beverly Pace seems to be doing more than her share of limping in. Is this just the attitude, Roy, that if somebody is going to raise, they are going to have it?
I've just figured out she actually limps in with a suited ace. And she doesn't play a raggedy ace that isn't suited. That seems to be her MO.
We haven't had too many multi-way flops. This one, 4 to the door right now. And it's wide open for Abby Titmuss, top pair in the big blind. What's her method, Roy?
Well, she's checked here. I'm hoping this is going to be a check raise play.
Pace is at it. She is on the arm here, Beverly, and 4 ways with nothing but an ace high.
Call.
She's in a bit of trouble. Louise, up and down straight draw.
Louise Rumsey.
And slow down, Abby.
Change.
Oh dear, Abby, what was you thinking, darling? You got top pair in this situation.
What a perfect card for Louise. It's given her the nuts, and Beverly be well interested with the top flush draw.
Yeah, this could become very, very big now. Yes.
Raise to 1200.
Minimum raise, Louise Rumsey.
But, I mean, in Louise's mind, Roy, Beverly's probably drawing dead. Little does she know that a heart on the river is going to do her stacking.
Even an ace could be costly.
The nuts. The nuts for Beverly Pace. How greedy does she want to be, Roy?
Call.
It's a huge pot. 1,000.
Straight.
And this is the first hand-on-hand we've seen.
Louise Rumsey did very well there, just to call on the end. She could have gone broke thinking her straight was good.
It's twice on the river, isn't it?
I mean, when she plays this back in her head, Roy, Louise will wish she had raised more in the turn, but she had no way of knowing. She was going for it all. She was going for the payoff, wasn't she?
Amazing pot. Abby Titmuss flopped the best of it, but didn't see it through in any way, shape or form. Beverly Pace got at it with absolutely nothing. Got runner flush. Against the straight, it was a big pot.
Hearts came in the back door.
Your name's Forrest, get in.
The lights are red down Old Broadway. And Cheryl Burton, she's got enough chips, Roy, that she's got options here, doesn't she? She doesn't really have to worry about the 150.
Call.
Cool with a raggedy ace.
I think the cards have been dictating the play so far. And Louise Rumsey, that fold there, Roy, from the small blind, indicative that Louise is really conscious of her stack. And Hazel, trappy with the ace-queen. She's made top pair here.
First check.
And Cheryl's got second pair.
I believe Hazel's check. This is check raise coming up. Hazel doesn't have that big a stack, and I wouldn't be surprised. Did the bet come from Burton for 600?
Karen Holland's got bottom pair here as well. There's always a chance that she can make a second pair and think it's going to be good.
You know, Roy, I believe Hazel's actually let out at this pot for 600. And head up now, top pair, second pair. This is a really important pot for Hazel Blake.
Well, it's just got a whole lot better.
Check.
And now she slows down.
That's so trappy.
Check.
And Cheryl didn't fall for it. But Hazel may decide she's just trying to settle for getting maximum value on the river. Surely Cheryl has checked this on the turn to try and induce a possible bluff on the river. As it is, she's facing 3 queens. Trapper is the trappee.
1100 bet. Well, quite simply, does she have a queen or doesn't she?
Has Hazel gotten a little greedy here, Roy?